to this week's edition of WorldView. We bring you some of the top stories in the news this week. My name's Elaine.
And my name is Sophie. Our first story is from China, the country we're now studying in world history. This Sunday, millions of Chinese participated in the Chinese New Year celebration. This celebration has been described as the world's biggest party since it includes the 1.3 billion people living in China. Fireworks are the main attraction, with the people often spending a month's salary on pyrotechnics. This is the year of the snake, according to Chinese tradition. It is considered a less favored year for births, weddings, and other special events.
Millions of pilgrims gathered in India on Sunday. It was probably the largest tide of people that humanity has ever seen. Over 36 people died in the crowd as the crowd rushed to the local train station at the climax of the festival. This festival happens every 12 years, and participants believe that it cleanses them of their sins and gives them a fresh start.
After 2 weeks of waiting, 2 American couples have finally managed to get custody of adopted Russian children. The children will soon come to America to live with their new families. It took the couples a year of traveling between Russia and America to complete the process. Lucky for them, the new Russia law forbidding Americans to adopt children from Russia did not go into effect until after the families had completed the adoption process.
Recently, French and Malian forces in Mali exchanged gunfire with Islamist militants who have been trying to take over the African country. The conflict was in response to France's airstrike 2 weeks ago. The French and Malians were celebrating the defeat of militants when the Islamists attacked them. By late afternoon on Sunday, the French troops claimed a second victory.
Now a more personal story from Mali. 36-year-old Mohammed was at home in Mali when a loud crowd of fellow villagers and 2 Malian army SUVs approached his gate. The soldiers had heard spiteful rumors that Mohammed was collaborating with Islamist militants and shot him and his 72-year-old uncle. This is one of a series of executions by the Malian army in recent months, resulting from the conflict between Malian and French forces and Islamist militants.
On Sunday, a French oil tanker went missing off the Ivory Coast. It is said that modern-day pirates hijacked the ship. In the past, after the pirates have taken over ships, they sell them to the coast of Nigeria, where they sell the cargo and fuel, and they strip the ship of all their valuables. They were often worth about $1 million.
The Egyptian government has proposed a 30-day ban on YouTube in Egypt in protest of an anti-Muhammad video that sparked outrage in Egypt and several other Middle Eastern countries. The video, posted in September, has led Egypt to beg Google to take the offensive video down, but Google has refused. The Egyptian government has symbolically passed judgment on the makers of the video, condemning them to death if they ever set foot in Egypt.
Restoration has begun on the crumbling ancient city of Pompeii, which was buried by ash when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. This project is a part of the new preservation campaign being funded with $142 million from the European Union. The funding will be used to protect the site from heavy rains, restore frescoes, and increase security.
In the Netherlands, the electric car industry is picking up. With gas prices there at about $8.50 per gallon, people are turning to electric cars to save money. With more charge stations opening, the electric car is being used in greater number in other European countries as well.
Today, Earth will have a near record-breaking close call with an asteroid. The asteroid will fly through the atmosphere a mere 17,200 miles above the planet. Most smaller asteroids burn up in the mesosphere, never making it close to Earth. But this one weighs 130,000 metric tons and is the size of half a football field, meaning the atmosphere will have little effect on it. NASA has confirmed that it will be a close call, but the asteroid will not hit Earth. Jacob has our editorial.
As just reported, The large asteroid 2012 DA14 will have a record-breaking close call with Earth. Luckily, there is absolutely no chance that the asteroid and Earth would collide. However, if a collision were in store, the human race would be ill-prepared to brace for such an impact. There is a large group of experts that study the field of asteroid-Earth collisions. They are the dinosaurs. So unless we want to be wiped off the face of the Earth just like these large prehistoric reptiles, people need to devise a plan to save the Earth and its people. Now, if you were to ask Hollywood how to save the planet from such a disaster, they would call Bruce Willis from Armageddon to fly to the asteroid to plant a bomb. The only flaw with this plan is that space is a vacuum and the bomb, well, wouldn't explode. Now, although I'm not NASA, I have an idea how to battle such an issue. In a remote area, such as the same deserts in New Mexico that the atomic bombs were tested, one or several large bunkers could be dug that are aligned with heavy-duty walls. At the bottom of the bunker, a large amount of explosives would be detonated. The sudden large pressure burst would launch the specially designed projectile into space, hopefully pinpointing, hitting, and destroying the asteroid. Now, there are more questions than answers with this theory. This is where I give NASA permission to use and alter my Earth-saving asteroid destruction plan. If NASA fails and the giant space rock ends up hitting Earth, well, that's a story for another day.
Now it is time for El Tiempo Aguilas.
Buenos días, amigos. Yo me llamo Nathaniel.
Y yo me llamo Bess. Bienvenidos al programa El Tiempo Aguilas. Este es el pronóstico para el fin de semana.
Viernes, la temperatura alta es de 15 grados centígrados y parcialmente nublado. Sábado, la temperatura alta es de 5 grados centígrados y parcialmente nublado. Domingo, la temperatura alta es de 4 grados centígrados y muy nublado.
¡Qué bien! Entonces este fin de semana necesito llevar pantalones, una camisa, zapatos, calcetines y una chaqueta. Es todo por ahora. Adios!
Friday, it's going to be cloudy with a 50% chance of rain and a high of around 59 degrees. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 45 degrees. Sun is expected on Sunday, and there will be clear skies and a high of 41 degrees, since we will have a break on Monday and Tuesday. The weather on Monday calls for clear skies with a high of 54, and on Tuesday there is a 40% chance of rain with a high of 59 degrees.
Thank you, Jacob, Colin, Nathaniel, and Bess, and thanks to everyone watching this week.
Goodbye, and we hope you have a fun and safe weekend and 2-day break.